Greetings once again, everybody. It's Dean here. I'm back with a little bit different of a video here. I'm out at Malden Park here. I'm meeting my friend Scott, and I'm going to be riding his Priority 600X. It's a bike I've been looking at for a while. It's a bike that's been designed around adventuring and bikepacking, so kind of exactly what I'm looking for. It was designed in collaboration with a guy named Ryan Van Duzer, who has a YouTube channel that I've been watching previously to hearing about the Priority 600. In fact, it's through him that I heard about the actual bike. So, like I said, it is an adventuring-oriented bike. It runs with a pinion gear system and a Gates carbon belt drive. It has, I believe, 12 gears and a 600% gear ratio. So it's one of the best on the market as far as gear ratios go. The 600% gear ratio just means you're going to get a lot more of a climbing gear in really climby situations. The true beauty of the pinion and Gates carbon belt drive is the maintenance-free aspect of it. You have no gears to tune up, nothing like that. The gear is all inside this pinion box, as you'll see, and you don't have to do anything to it. It's maintenance-free. You do have to be careful with the belt drive as far as when you get mud and stuff to clean it out properly. If the belt comes off, you have to put it back on properly and all that stuff. Long distance touring, you should always carry an extra belt, just as you would always probably carry some links for your chain or something to fix your chain anyway. So it is definitely a bike I'm looking at for doing the Great Divide mountain bike route. I came out to Malden Park here. I'm riding it on the trails, as you see, and putting it through a little bit of its paces. And right off the bat, my initial thoughts is that it's super comfortable. I took it out on the trails here in Malden Park and loved it. All right, guys, we're out on the Priority 600, as you've already saw from the video, and early impressions are favorable. The bike's not set up for me, so there's going to be a few little things that I would do different, but initially very comfortable right off the bat. Perfect spot to test it out too. I mean, I probably wouldn't ride it on berm trails a ton, but loving it so far. Get some climbing in. Oh yeah. So you do have to stop for a beat to switch gears, stop pedaling, but it's not an issue. If you switch gears properly, you kind of stop pedaling when you do anyways, if you don't want to mash your gears, right? So both fortunately and unfortunately, I like it, so now I want one. Oh, little garter snake on the trail. Oh yeah, she climbs like a goat. Oh, I love it, man. Nice, eh? Yeah. Very nice. I'd probably put a little more air in the fork for me, but again, it's not my bike, so just making observations. City, guys. Yeah, so as you can see, guys, it handles really well with the pinion being in the center of the bike, with all the gearing being at the cranks. It keeps that weight centered and low, so it really handles really well. The bike wasn't totally set up for me, keep that in mind, guys. It's set up for Scott's wife, Nadine, and so I would probably put a little more air in the fork. I'd have the seat a tiny bit higher. I would have a little different orientation of the handlebars. and most importantly, I would be clipped in. And that just for me is a big difference, because I've always been riding clipped in since pretty much around 1988, I think it was, when I started riding clipped in. Maybe sooner than that, to be honest with you. So it's just different for me. I'm used to having my feet kind of locked in place. So once I have all that tuned in, I have a feeling that this will be the perfect bike for that. So this bike comes in right at around 3,500 American. So with shipping, that should come out to right around 5,000 Canadian. So really not expensive when it comes to the world of specific bikes, event-specific bikes like bikepacking or tri-bikes or road racing bikes and stuff like that. So it's just gonna be a matter of me putting the finances together, guys, and making this happen. But I think this is something that's gonna happen. I felt comfortable on the bike right from the beginning, and that was pretty impressive considering, like I said, it's not totally set up for me. So that was a real encouraging sign right off the bat. So anyways, guys, let's stay tuned and see if this is something that I can make happen. I really want to make this happen. The Great Divide itself is going to be challenging enough, and to have a bike where at the end of the day I could literally go up to a lake and rinse off the mud and stuff like that and not have to worry about anything is just, coming from a mechanic standpoint, is beautiful, guys. So stay tuned for that, and let's you guys kind of follow the progression as I kind of try to put the funds together for this to make this bike happen. So if you'd like to help me out with that and contribute in any way, there will be links for my Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee app below in the description of the video. So if you check that out and you want to help in that way, I'd really appreciate it. But no matter what, I'm going to make this happen, guys. It's just going to be a matter of working hard, getting back on the wrenching on bikes, working at the bike shop, and probably pick up some other work as well. So I've got over a year to make this happen for the Great Divide and to get this bike. But for the bike aspect, I'd like to have that for the beginning of 2023 touring season, so I can ride it for a full season, and so that it's one with me by the time I get to do the Great Divide mountain bike route. So I do have to make that happen fairly soon. So stay tuned for that, guys. And I think it'll just be another great weapon for me to have for my adventuring life that I'm trying to develop going forward. So I just want to say thanks to Scott and Nadine in particular, for letting me take her bike for a ride and finding out that what I thought is true. It's an amazing bike. So thanks, Scott and Nadine, really appreciate it. Helped me out a lot in making this decision. So thanks, guys. Anyways, guys, that's the Priority 600. If you have any questions or anything to say about it, let me know in the comments below. And if not, I hope you guys are getting out there and doing something you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.